And I'm back. Anyway, the day has come for this trailer. I picked this up, it'd be a couple of years ago now, because a tree had fallen on it, and it basically the last 5 feet of this thing had to be cut off, and the previous owners stripped it out. You know, and it's you know, there's a lot of good stuff. I figured, you know, the running gear, it's got dual axles and electric brakes and all that stuff, and you know, I had all sorts of ideas. One of them was I was gonna, you know, just floor it in and plywood it and make it into like a work trailer. And with the cost of plywood now, I mean, it's where we live, it's about 80 bucks a sheet for 1/2 inch plywood. So I mean, you know, 1/4 inch plywood or 1/8, whatever you would use on the walls, is still 60 bucks a sheet. Plus you'd have to put, you know, 5/8 or 3/4 on the floor. You're looking at probably a few $1,000s in plywood, you know, into an old trailer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to salvage the windows. I've already taken the air conditioner off it. I'm going to salvage the windows and the doors, and I'm going to save some metal for other projects. And I'm going to take this thing apart, and I'm going to save the frame. And sometimes, you know, I don't know, I might make a flatbed out of the frame for light duty stuff. You know, a lot of people think they can take these trailers, you know, because the front looks pretty solid, but you know, they think they can take these trailers and turn them into a car hauler or something. But the frames just aren't built strong enough, because an RV, the whole thing is they want to make them light. So they start off with a really light frame, and you'll see that. And you know, it'll make a half decent utility trailer though, if you plank it in and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, there was a lot of ideas I've circulated about what I wanted to do with this, and I think the best thing to do at this point is just tear it apart, save the frame, save some of these fixtures. And like you see here, see, there was another 5 feet on this trailer here, and that's all gone. I've saved the piece of frame, but when the tree came down on it, it wasn't in this spot, it happened somewhere else, but when the tree did come down on it, it busted the roof and it bent the frame. So the bent piece of frame's been taken out. I've got footage of that coming out. But you know, it's just, everything is, you see this here, look, it's just, everything is, you know, it would be a big job to fix it the way I even just said a minute ago, like to, you know, to floor it in. And so I think I'm just gonna take it apart and recycle the metal, save the windows. Maybe someone will buy the windows from me. I might be able to salvage a few costs on that, and then we'll see what we can do with the frame. Okay, let's get started. Yeah, so there's some good wiring here I'm going to save. You know, this stuff it's like 14 gauge wire. It's never cheap to buy. So I'm just going to save it out. And there's you know, a few switches and stuff like that. They're still good. So I'll save that stuff off. And yeah, got some out there. Yeah, all the propane piping is still in here, so we'll figure that out when we get down to the frame. And yeah, what's this here? Yeah. Put that down through. Yeah, wire's never cheap to buy, right? So I'll save that. And yeah, it's too bad. I really, you know, when I first looked at this thing, I thought, yeah, just, it's all been stripped out. Just fix the floor, insulate it, put some plywood. It turns into a big job. You know, it turns into a big job. And it's been, you know, I've had so many other projects on the go lately. I just decided this just got pushed to the back, and now I've got to deal with it, because I can't have it sitting around forever. That's a good window. That's your escape window, right, for an RV? That would be your fire escape. Yeah. I'm just going to get that antenna off the roof. I don't know if there's any value in these things anymore. With, you know, this is a 2007 trailer. I don't know if people are still using TV antennas anymore. But anyway, probably have to come off there at some point anyway, just to separate it from the roofing to take it to the dump. So anyway, I'll tell you something. there is an adhesive that they're using to put these things in, like these windows. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, you cannot get this window out of here. Like, you know, you can unscrew them from the inside, but you just cannot lift this from the metal without wrecking it completely. I tried to get these marker lights off to save them. You know, I tried to get this thing off, this little light here. I broke that. You know, I was trying to be careful too. It's a little brittle. You know, it's a few years old, but I've just abandoned these ones. I've just given up on trying to get those off the frame. I got a few little things off here, a little catch I got off of there. But I'm giving up on the windows. I might take them out of the frames just to save them from getting broken. But I don't think I'm going to be able to save the frames. That glue is just amazing. It's meant to be, you know, a waterproofer. But no, I thought I could just pop them out. But no. Even this kind of stuff, you know, the little vent for the hood, you know, you could think you could save that. You know, someone might want it, but forget it. It's on there for life. This glue is, it's probably Sikaflex or something like that. You know, it's a marine adhesive or something. But no, those aren't coming out. Yeah, the things you learn, hey? Anyway, it's a thing of beauty. I don't know what I did in a past life to deserve all this, but I'm paying for it now. I am paying for it now. I got the door off. The same thing I started, I realized this, where the glue was so good when I tried to take the door off. And, you know, I just realized that there's no way. That's not coming off. That frame is not coming off. So I saved the door out of it. But I did have an idea, and I might do it. You still just take a grinder and just cut around the windows, you know, a bit, and just pull the whole window out with the frame. And then someone wants it, I might just sell it like that. You know, they can pick the glue out of it if they want the window bad enough. But or just, you know, separate them and that much and recycle them for the metal, you know, with the windows just like that. Yeah, I just don't want to break this down and have all that broken glass on the ground, you know. Back to this beauty. Look at that thing. Look at that. Now this adhesive or whatever they have up here isn't quite as, never as strong. But yeah. Anyway, get that mostly off. Let's see. There we go. And that comes off. There. I really haven't even looked these up to know if there's any value in them anymore. Huh. That's as good as it gets for now. That's pretty rough, but it gets the windows out. Really enjoying myself here today. Okay, so I cut a piece out of the front. And see, it's got this kind of like this imitation checker plate at the bottom. And I got another trailer over here, I'll show you. So I got this other trailer here that I rebuilt the front on, and all I've got is a flat piece of metal. And so I've got this piece here that I cut out, and I was careful with it, not to bend it or anything. So I'm going to trim that off. I cut it a couple inches longer and wider than I need. And I'm going to cut that out, and I'm going to install that on the front of this little trailer. I bet you wish you were here having this kind of fun today. And here's the dilemma I face. See, now that roof's pretty heavy, and these walls got no strength in them whatsoever. And you know, I've tried to strip the metal off a piece at a time, and it's stapled really hard, and you know, it's almost impossible to get it off of there. And so what's going to happen here in a minute, you see how it's already starting to tip that way. So what's going to happen is at some point it's just going to fold over like a cardboard box, you know, but then it's still going to be attached together, and you're going to have to cut it all. gonna have to cut it anyway at some point to chop it up to get rid of it, but I don't know. What I'm gonna do is cut these bolts off that are holding it on the frame. And that way, if it does go over, and with any luck, it'll fall off the frame, or it won't pull those, you know, those little wings up and bend them anymore. So that's the next step. I'm gonna put my mask on. I got a full face shield respirator for the, you know, the metal dust and everything. So I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna grind there's only about 4 or 5 nuts down this side holding it, and the same on that side. So I'm gonna get those cut off, and then I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, the desired effect took place. What I did was I went all along and I cut these bolts off underneath, and I had it braced on this side. I had a brace on it because it was all leaning this way, and then I guess because of the brace, I don't know, it went the other way anyway. But I was out of the way of it, and what I did was I was sawing this wall in half. See here? Yeah, I just sawed it in half, and when I got it at the doorpost there, I knew it was going to go. So cut it, and it came down. Didn't hurt anybody. Now the gravity's done most of its stuff here now, so now it's a matter of chopping it up where it lays. Huh. That's how close it came to that car that was parked there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that corner came 5 inches from the car. I didn't think it was going to go this way. I thought it was going to go the other way. No worries of it coming this way. No, no, no. Look at that. This is kind of a, you know, a wreck of a car anyway, but nonetheless, you don't want to bang it up for no reason. But look at that. You know, I am not the guy you want me, you know. I'm not the guy you want to hire to do, well, just about anything, I guess, after this. This is not my resume, by the way. But if it was, you know, you don't want me to take down a trailer in your yard. Look at that. So, I mean, that's lucky, but actually, I think it could be a medical problem. I'll probably go get that checked. I mean, I could have wiped out this car, but I didn't, you know. So I think what I've got is, I could very well have a horseshoe up my ass. I better go get that looked at. Wow, that came so close, right? That could have just wiped out this car. Oh, or hit the window, or what was I thinking? Anyway, like I say, I'm gonna get that checked this week. Oh man, see, and I'm cutting it into, let me see if I can get up here without breaking my neck. See here? I'm just cutting it into lengths, you know, like this, so that I can put it in my pickup truck and haul away. You know, the roof's gonna go to the dump, and the metal's gonna be recycled. I'm just gonna cut it into whatever was that, 4 foot widths or something, all the way down the roof, and chop up the metal. Yeah, there could very well be something where it's not supposed to be. I could have a medical issue.